Hey, first graders. So, again, this week we are reading the story The Darkest Dark. This is one of my favorites. Now, when you're looking at this page, it doesn't have a table of contents and it doesn't have a glossary, and the pictures really aren't real. You can tell that they are drawn out by an illustrator, like, for example, this one. But this story is actually a nonfiction text. So it is an example of a real life person, which is Chris Hadfield. He went ahead and he wrote a story based on his experience as a little boy. And they drew pictures that go along with it. So, on our poster here on the screen, you can see that a nonfiction text are about real life people, places, things, animals, and events. And that's exactly what this is. Chris Hadfield told us about the places and the things and events that happened in his real life when he was a little boy. A nonfiction text where the author is writing about their own life, just like how Chris is writing about his life in the story, is called an autobiography. So, this is an autobiography and it's also considered a nonfiction text. So, we're going to be doing some facts in it. I want you to look for a fact in this nonfiction book. Okay. So maybe a fact may not be about science or astronauts or things like this, but it's going to be a fact about Chris Hadfield. So I came up with a couple different facts that I learned about Chris Hadfield. And I want you to try and come up with some as well after listening to the story. So in the story, I know that Chris Hadfield, when he was a little boy, he was afraid of the dark. Okay, we learn that here in the story. We also learn that Chris Hadfield becomes a real life astronaut in real life. So that's another fact that we learn from the story. Another fact is that he had a dog named Albert. And you can tell in the very back of the book, or let me flip to it real quick. They have some real pictures of Chris Hadfield, and there he is with his dog Albert. So he has a dog named Albert that's a little pug, just like Miss Enright's little pug, Elvis. She has a dog just like that. So this is the story The Darkest Dark, and there's going to be a lot of different facts that we learn about Chris Hadfield and his life as a young boy. And I want you to think of a fact that you learned from the story, just like I did. And on Seesaw, you're going to find a little moon and you're going to write that fact down. You can write it with the writing tool or you can type it out. But I can't wait to see what you all come up with.